EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Today we've got an AFC East matchup between the New York Jets and the Miami Dolphins. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from Miami. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now. 10 black.
Throwing to start here is Tua. Being chased out left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go to Johnson again. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 22. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
A toss, left side, Johnson. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
On 2nd and goal, White looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Here's White. Gonna throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin from 4 yards out. And the Jets use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Robert Saleh, one to take chances. His guys will go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, partner, not exactly the way they drew up the start of this one, but a chance to redeem themselves and hit the reset button here on their 2nd possession.
And I do like that word that you just used, reset, right? In a lot of ways, it's just shaking off what happened before, starting fresh, almost like it's your first drive all over again. Go out and put your best foot forward.
On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Play action. Now it's Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Tua finding Gesicki there for a Dolphin first. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their route.
That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 33 yards that time. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Mostert. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Surprised at all that they went with a fullback there?
Not at all, because it harkened back to the days where we watched these games almost in black and white, right? The stocky guy, the strong guy, the powerful guy with leg drive. Give him the football, and even if the blocking isn't perfect, he has the ability to scatter bodies and move people enough to pick up 1st down.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Jeff Wilson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fields it right around the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now White. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's White. And he fires one incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Now White. Flush to his right. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 36. To throw, White. Again, he finds Moore. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. To Johnson again. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Ty Johnson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jets have retaken the lead. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get them to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the 3-point shot, and people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work. 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. To throw again on 2nd down. Tua, and they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
He's going to air one out. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 43-yard line. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. 52 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown out a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Johnson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
White looks to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. On first down, it's White. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. White. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Here's a Florida native from up near Pensacola. It's Michael Carter. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Forced out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 32-yard line. Out of the gun, it's White. This one caught by Davis. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Johnson. 49 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Up the middle, Johnson. It was Raekwon Davis with the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A give up the middle to Johnson. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Ty Johnson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. That one a first down pickup of 8. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Tagovailoa steps away. And Tua going to slide to a halt, but he will have the first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A run with Mostert up the middle. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd and 9. Tua, he'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
He'll buy some time right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Tua going to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the 2nd half. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they start the 2nd half with Johnson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 31, White. He gets it left side to Johnson. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, White. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, White. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
On 2nd down, Johnson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 106 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Carter. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Another tote for Carter. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll run with Carter. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. Going for it, it's Carter. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. Robinson will take this one in. Touchdown, New York. Oh, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they look like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Robert Saleh, one to take chances. His guys will go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Black 40.
Running the counter with Mostert. And he's got room. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 38 yards on the scamper there.
All right, I've got to be careful here. All right, he's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his speed as far as he's concerned.
What are you saying? I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely, still got a lot of life. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki, 26 yards. And the Dolphins are able to cut into that deficit. So a very important first drive of the 3rd quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. He's got it to the 43 here. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They go to Johnson again. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 37. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Open man here is Conklin. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Carter straight ahead. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
And that is incomplete. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because, you know, the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 13-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he slides to a halt inside the 10. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Johnson. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Johnson again. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Jets have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator. And they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the 4th quarter. And I don't see them looking back.
So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2. Back to throw. White looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. As this offense takes the field again, it's been a while since they've been out there. We just saw that long touchdown drive by the opposition. But remember, when this crew was out here last, Charles, they scored as well.
And let's make sure we give both offensive staff some credit, and especially the offensive coordinators, because we spoke with both of them in the lead up to this game, and both were really confident in their game plans. They felt like they had scouted their opponents and focused on specific areas in practice this week to make sure that they were ready to go. And frankly, it looks like they both did an excellent job.
Yeah, we'll see if those game plans can keep this streak of touchdowns going here. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Escaping the pressure right. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Tua finding his old Alabama teammate Jalen Waddle. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
And he is going to get in there for the 2 points to make this a 12-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
On 2nd and 12, White eluding the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been tough to stop. 8 for 10 so far. This is 3rd down and 12. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's White. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Now White throwing on 4th down. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are right back in this football game. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
But I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make it.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Looking to throw. White. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are right back in this football game. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down. After the sack on 1st down, Tua. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throw left side complete. That's Wilson. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. Flush to his right. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Now Tua. And going deep for Hill. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. And the Jetsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. Operating from the gun. White. Looking left side. That's caught by Moore. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw again. He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 31-yard line. Back to throw. White escaping the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
To throw on 2nd and 10. White. Open man is Uzama. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. White. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 13-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. White eluding the pressure right. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. C.J. Uzomah. A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Jets have made it a 3-score game now here in the 4th.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And it's caught inside the 5. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner. And one side, a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing in the other locker room, partner, the head coach is just telling his team, hey, we didn't play well enough to keep it close enough where that one possession down the stretch might have given us an opportunity to win the game.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. And with that, we sign off from Miami. This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the New York Jets
and the Washington Commanders.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start on the ground with Gibson.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
On second down, here's Gibson again.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Gibson again.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there, defense. Because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Fourth down, Heineke.
On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. The first down carry here for Johnson. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack. And I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Looking to throw. White. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
To throw is White. Throwing on 4th down. Being chased out left. And this one is incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work.
And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Here's Gibson to start the drive.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
They go play action. Now Heineke. Sliding out of the pocket. His throw complete right side to Bates, the tight end. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. On 1st down, right back to Gibson. Gibson gets hit, and he fumbles it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
You remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Flushed out right. And he finds Corey Davis. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Back to throw. White. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. We're scoreless after 1. The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter, as they've got it 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. White. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Operating from the gun, White. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. White dancing to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Back to throw. White forced out to his left. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Play action now. Here's Heineke. Flush to his right. And he will find his man, Samuel. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
On second down, here's Gibson again. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Heineke. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Looking to throw again on second down. Heineke. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Commanders post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. White. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A lot of incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. White. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yardage on 1st and 2nd down.
They'll try and throw for it here. Now White lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, these are the situations that really test a defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick if indeed they end up trying one.
Heineke's throw into the hands of McLaurin. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. That is caught by a diving Thomas. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. They'll run with Robinson, and he is going to lose yardage here. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Throwing. Heineke. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Rolling to his left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Giving to the big tight end on fourth. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. John Bates in the final seconds of the first half. And the Commanders will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 14-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Now White with a first down throw. He completes that to Garrett Wilson before he's out of bounds. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. He will return this from deep in the end zone and beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Now White. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now White. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw, White. Escaping the pressure right. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging, because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach, because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 2nd and 12, Heineke eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
At this point, this offense feels like they could just roll out anything, and it would work. They are certainly in no hurry for this one to end. Not when they can rack up some stats and continue to add to their lead.
On the counter, Gibson. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Robinson will try to pick it up. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Flushed out right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, Heineke. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Sly able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's White. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
White looks to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted.
Picked off by Benjamin St. Juste. And the Commanders are going to get it back here just past the 35.
He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Heineke now.
Steps away to his left.
Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
It's a first down, Washington, on a pickup of 18. They run the toss now with Gibson. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
They'll go again with Gibson.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
On 3rd and 1, here's Heineke.
This to McLaurin out on the left side.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Back to the ground with Gibson.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. On 2nd and 7.
Heineke
escaping the pressure right. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd.